Welcome to a journey into the darkest corners of human history. Here, in the shadows of our past, lurk figures as chilling as they are captivating. Individuals who, through cunning, desperation, or perhaps something far more sinister, have left an indelible mark on the world. Today we uncover the chilling tales of three infamous figures: a seemingly ordinary woman with an insatiable appetite for death, a phantom who vanished into thin air, and a cunning architect of nightmares. In the bustling streets of early 20th century Chicago, a darkness took root in the heart of Tillie Klimek. A Polish immigrant, Tillie appeared to be an ordinary housewife, blending seamlessly into the fabric of her working-class neighborhood. But behind her unassuming facade, a sinister pattern began to emerge. One by one, those closest to Tillie, her husbands, her relatives, even those she called friends, began to sicken and die. Their deaths, attributed to natural causes at the time, seemed a tragic stroke of bad luck. But as the body count rose, whispers of suspicion began to circulate. Tillie, it seemed, possessed a peculiar talent for predicting these untimely departures. She would often foresee the deaths of her victims, even going so far as to purchase burial plots in advance. Her uncanny premonitions, however, were far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. Tillie, as it would be revealed, was not a grieving widow, but a cunning murderess, wielding a weapon as silent as it was deadly: poison. Arsenic, readily available at the time, became her instrument of choice, its tasteless, odorless nature making it the perfect tool for her insidious deeds. With chilling precision, she laced the food and drink of her victims, watching patiently as the poison ran its course. Her motives, shrouded in mystery, have been the subject of much speculation. Some believe she was driven by greed, inheriting her victims' assets after their untimely demise. Others point to a darker impulse, a thirst for power and control over life and death. Whatever her reasons, Tillie Klimek's reign of terror eventually came to an end. In 1921, after the suspicious death of her fourth husband, authorities exhumed the bodies of her alleged victims. The presence of arsenic confirmed their suspicions. Tillie was a serial poisoner. Her trial, a media sensation, captivated the nation. The Black Widow of Chicago, as she became known, was ultimately convicted of 4 murders and sentenced to life in prison. On a crisp November evening in 1971, a man using the name Dan Cooper, later misidentified as D.B. Cooper, boarded a Boeing 727 in Portland, Oregon. He was unassuming in appearance, a middle-aged man in a business suit, blending in with the other passengers, but Cooper harbored a secret, one that would forever etch his name into the annals of criminal history. As the plane soared into the twilight sky, Cooper calmly revealed his hand. He had a bomb, he claimed, and he wanted $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The stunned crew, following protocol, relayed his demands to authorities. The FBI scrambled, gathering the ransom money and preparing for every eventuality. The plane, meanwhile, circled above Seattle, a tense dance between captor and captive. After hours of negotiations, Cooper's demands were met. The money and parachutes were delivered, and the passengers and some of the crew were released. With his loot secured, Cooper instructed the pilots to chart a course southeast towards Mexico City. But Cooper, it seemed, had other plans. As the 727 lumbered through the night sky, buffeted by a raging storm, Cooper directed the crew to maintain a low altitude and slow speed. Then, with a mix of audacity and precision, he lowered the aft stairs and leaped into the inky blackness, vanishing into the storm-tossed night. Despite one of the largest manhunts in American history, D.B. Cooper was never seen or heard from again. The mystery of his identity, his motives, and his ultimate fate has endured for decades, captivating the public imagination and spawning countless theories. Did he survive the perilous jump, disappearing into obscurity with his ill-gotten gains? Or did the unforgiving wilderness, the treacherous terrain, or perhaps even the very money he so desperately craved, seal his fate? The answers, like D.B. Cooper himself, remain lost in the mists of time. Chapter 3. The Murder Castle, H. Holmes's House of Horrors. At the dawn of the 1893 Chicago World's Fair, a sinister edifice loomed over the city's bustling streets. The building, a grand hotel designed by the enigmatic Dr. H. Holmes, promised comfort and luxury to visitors flocking to the fair. But behind its opulent facade, a labyrinth of death awaited. Holmes, a charismatic yet deeply disturbed individual, had constructed more than just a hotel. He had created a meticulously planned trap, a murder castle designed to satisfy his insatiable bloodlust. The hotel, a maze of secret passages, hidden rooms, and soundproof chambers, became a hunting ground for Holmes, who lured unsuspecting guests to their doom. Victims, many of them young women seeking their fortunes in the big city, were drawn in by Holmes's charm and promises of affordable lodging. But once inside the hotel's walls, they became trapped in his web of horror. Some were gassed in their sleep, their bodies sent down a chute to the basement, where Holmes disposed of them with chilling efficiency. Others met a more gruesome end in his soundproofed vault, a torture chamber where Holmes indulged his darkest fantasies. The World's Fair, with its throngs of visitors, provided the perfect cover for Holmes's gruesome enterprise. People vanished without a trace, their disappearances lost in the anonymity of the crowds. But as the fair drew to a close, so too did Holmes's reign of terror. His elaborate web of deceit began to unravel, leading to his arrest in 1894. The full extent of his crimes, however, would not be revealed until after his capture. The murder castle, when searched, yielded a grisly inventory of horror surgical tables, dissecting kits, and a collection of human bones, grim testaments to Holmes's depravity. Though the exact number of his victims remains unknown, estimates range from dozens to hundreds. These stories, as chilling as they are, offer a glimpse into the darkest recesses of the human psyche. They remind us of the darkness that can lurk within humanity, the potential for evil that resides in the shadows. But they also serve as a stark reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, our unwavering pursuit of justice, and our determination to confront even the most unsettling aspects of our past. Join us next time as we delve into more chilling tales from history, exploring the cases that have shocked, baffled, and captivated the world for generations. Stay tuned for more chilling tales from history.